so much better if you laugh along the way. So let a little southern humor make your day.
Hi guys, welcome back to our video. Hope you guys are having a good day. And today it's time for another story time. Been a really long time since there's been a story time on this channel. It's been actually probably around 6 months, I would say. And after we done that one, I was really wanting to do a story time once a month because, like I said, I've got so many stories. We both got so many stories together, and I feel like this one you're about to hear right now is very fitting for when it's coming out because I actually wanted to do this story time for a long time and tell this story because the election's right around the corner, and you guys know already who we voted for. You have to say one's awake and one's asleep, so always good to have a president who's actually conscious and speaks in his right mind. Hey guys, so as you see by the title, this is us getting in a fight at a Donald Trump rally. And got to put this in context a little bit because the title is going to be a little bit clickbait because we didn't get an actual physical altercation. That's a little bit clickbait. It's still a good story, so just hang around for a little bit because it's really funny. It has multiple parts. I was actually I couldn't figure out what I want to make the title because there's so many funny things that happens in this video and this story that I didn't want to, it's just hard to pick a title. But we're going to roll with the main point is we almost got in a fight. And it wasn't even with someone of the opposite side. It was someone that I'm pretty sure was there for the same reason we was.
Yeah.
So real quick, if I forget a detail or something, you correct me. If you forget something,
let me know. Yeah,
I'll try to hop in too. But so here we go. So let's set the scenario here for this story.
Well, how long has it been though?
We're going to be jumping back to 2016, the first time Donald Trump ran for president. This is 2016. He's having rallies all over the United States, and we just happened to be in Panama City Beach the time he was there doing his "Make America Great Again" rally. And he's having it here at Pier Park in Panama City Beach.
When we heard that he was going to be in Pier Park, though, like me and you, I remember we heard about it. We was just like, we stunned.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I couldn't believe it. Could you?
And I don't think we even knew he was going to be there until we was literally down there. Like, we was already down there.
We was already down there, exactly, yeah.
I think Mom told us that he was having a rally because she saw it on the news or something.
Yeah, she told us, and we was just like, we got to go to that. Yeah, that's what started it.
What was crazy is the rally was maybe a 2-minute drive from the condo we were staying in. So we just drove right down there in no time, in which we got there late, which is not good because we didn't know about it. So we get there not really last minute. I mean, pretty much like 45 minutes to an hour before it's supposed to start.
I can't remember when I remember we got there though. I'll never forget this. We had the park way
so far away.
We found it. But it was like way on the other side of Pier Park. It was way over there. Had a long walk, didn't we?
I'd be very comfortable saying we had to walk probably half a mile.
Oh, yeah.
To even get to where the actual event was from where we parked. Because I'm telling you, you would have thought Jesus was riding down the road on a donkey. I mean, I'm not kidding. I mean, there were so many people there.
I've never seen so many people gathered like that close
in one little area. I mean, there was cars everywhere. There was, traffic bumper to bumper.
They wouldn't spread out. I mean, this was all gathered in one area to see him. They fit probably as many as they could.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's probably around 20,000 people there. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, it just showed you, just going back, that showed you how excited people was to have someone out of the political system running for the highest office the United States has. People were so excited to have someone running that was not just a professional politician, someone from outside of the box, wanting to drain the swamp, as he was saying in 2016, which he's not heard that in a little while from him. But yeah, so we get there, it's extremely crowded. We're walking over to, if I get ahead of myself, stop me if I forget something. We're walking over to get in line, and we see this sign up there. Was it a sign? It said, "No weapons." Right.
Yeah, something like that.
And at first we're like, well, that's not us. We got no weapons.
We didn't think about, no weapons. And I always carry a pocket knife. And so we standing there, we didn't think a thing about it, weapon. We didn't even think about that being a weapon. No. Everybody carries one. I've always have.
I guess like the excitement of what was going on and just everything, like never crossed our mind. He had a knife. and they, you know, like they were checking people, patting them down, had the little stick. They run up your leg and down the other leg and
We
up
pretty
your
well
side.
didn't we run for part of it after we parked?
Yeah.
I mean, we was trying to get over there.
We just had to get over quick.
We parked way over there.
Like, it took so long to park. I know I
Yeah.
keep going back to that, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was heck parking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I can say. So we're in line whenever we realize we have a weapon. He's got a weapon in his pocket.
Yeah, I had my pocket.
I didn't have my pocket knife with me at the time. So we go over there and we're like, crud, we gotta get rid of this.
And we didn't want to walk all the way back to the vehicle.
Like I said, it's been half a mile. We can't walk half a mile back.
We thought about it and we thought we are not walking back. So what
So
we done?
I had the idea. I said, just go put it in the median. So you guys know those little, like in a shopping center parking lot, they have these little medians, and it's like, has like a concrete slab around it and has like a tree or a
got
plant.
trees, and they've got flowers in it. They usually got mulch, or they've got, you know, something around it. Well, I think it being Florida, they had
Like a palm tree.
they had like palm trees, but they had like this. What was it? It was like it was. I want to say it's like them little pine rosin things. It looked like the dead ones.
Yeah, they had like pole pine needles everywhere.
We got pine needles, and we just laid it back and put it in the edge in the very corner.
We literally dig a hole in this median, throw his pocket knife in there like a cat had just like went to the bathroom and covered it up. That's what it probably looked like. We're over there just digging a hole. I mean, everybody around, it probably looks so suspicious looking back on it.
Yeah.
But so we dig a hole, throw his knife, cover it back up, okay, and we run back. I mean, it took us maybe 30 seconds to go put that knife in there.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
And then we run right back. Keep in mind, 15,000 to 20,000 people is in this area.
The line was ridiculous.
I mean, it was, I mean, absolutely crazy. So we run and try to hop back in line where we were previously at.
Yeah.
And that's when it all went south.
We just thought, you know, everybody's just jumping in everywhere. We just thought, okay, you know, everybody's here to see the same person.
Everywhere.
We just jumped in, you know.
So there's a line going down the sidewalk. And there's this big opening to a field where he was, he had his big stage at.
Yeah.
And that's where you entered. And people, the line was protruding from that area all the way down the parking lot. And people were just hopping in everywhere. People were just hopping in.
Where they would pat you down at, I'm not trying to jump ahead or nothing, but you guys need to know there's a big gate, like they'd let you through, kind of like a security gate after they pat you down to let you in.
Like a turnstile almost.
Yeah.
I mean, something similar to that. Okay, so we go hide, we hide the knife. That sounds like it's terrible. We didn't want to go all the way back to the vehicle. We just want to go in. So we come back. We hop in line where we were at. We went back in the line. We had been there before.
Yeah,
you know,
we done been there.
Depends on how you look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
So we hop in line. And we're sitting there standing talking, and then we hear this guy say,
Now, we hadn't been there but just a few seconds.
yeah.
I will never forget. I mean, I looked him right in the face. I will never forget how he done this. I'm going to show you right here. We're standing there, you know, minding our own business. This guy goes, really? Really?
Are you freaking serious?
Are you freaking serious right now? Like, I mean, like, he's like, and then I didn't know what to say. Like, I was like.
And, okay, real quick, normally, with it being the situation, I probably would have bucked up and been like, dude, we was just here, get over it. It's 15,000 people here. We had to put a knife in there. You seen us do it. Come on. But the look on his face, he was just like he was dumbfounded. I didn't know what to say because I was borderline cracking up, even though it was not the time to crack up. I mean, it's just something about his face and his reaction, and that the way that guy said it, he's just like, really? Are you freaking serious?
For you guys, we're trying to keep this clean, but the way he said it, though, he said some choice words.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason I was really dumbfounded.
Yeah. I mean, this guy was ticked like that.
Like that. I mean, like, he goes,
for no reason.
Really? You're just really? Like that? I mean, like, all at once. And I mean,
he said something where we thought he was just going to be like, I'm glad you guys are here with us, you know, because we're all going to support.
We thought
what was it he said?
Oh my gosh, I can remember it like it was yesterday. Let's see.
He said something. He's like, "Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
really?
It's just something like that. We thought he was happy to be there. So he turned out flipping the switch like that. I mean, he was plumb furious. I mean,
well, it's funny because we turned around thinking somebody's going to be like, two young boys in America standing up for good values.
Good to see us
here. And then he just says, are you blankety serious?
And then after
are you serious? Really? And we're just like,
we didn't know what to say. And then he goes, the back of the line, is blank that way. We just like, I said, I didn't know. Sorry, sir. We just,
I'm pretty sure I said something. I'm like,
you did?
we was just here.
You said,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
Buddy, or something like that. We just walked on.
The back lines blank that way, and I'm like, I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. And he's like, yeah, blank. I mean, he was spitting them out like daggum Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, you get a blank. You get a blank. I mean, he was just handing them out left and right. So we go to the back line, and the story continues. I mean, us. Probably. I mean, keep in mind this was 20-year-old Billy Cravens and 20-year-old Lana Baldwin.
Yeah.
These were not. I feel like we've kind of got a little bit more. I don't know how to put it. I feel like if that happened again, I feel like we might have actually had a little bit of a fight in our hands if it had been now. We're still kind of green and a little bit more goofy than we are now, which is probably hard to believe. But yeah, back then we was not as outspoken probably as we are now. But anyway, so we go to the back line. We finally get up there, and I don't know if we just thought it was going to be just whoever showed up and got in, but you had to have a voucher.
Yeah, then we found out you had to.
Yeah, so there was something apparently you had to look up. You had to have your email address and apply for a voucher to get in.
Get on your email address, and you had to apply for a ticket or something, and go through and answer a survey or something like that.
Yeah, it was something
and
ridiculous.
We was panicking because we didn't know it. We done made a pretty good.
We're literally in line. We're almost to, and once you got in the main gate, there was turnstiles to get into the actual venue of where you could actually see him, which we could see him from where he was at, barely. I can mainly see his hair floating, his
we could see his shadow and we could hear him for sure, but anyway, anyway.
So we get up there. Luckily, some people online actually gave us 2 extra ones they had.
Yeah, that's nice enough to do that. Yeah.
So we get in. We end up getting in, and we can see we can see him, and that rally was crazy. I mean, I've never been in a crowd of that many people at one time. Even like a concert, I've never been around that many people.
No, I'll never forget it. I mean, we was shoulder to shoulder with everybody, and I remember even what was that? You took a picture, but somebody had a sign there.
Yeah. There was this guy that was there, and he had a sign, and this is during the whole thing of Hillary Clinton email scandal, of her deleting thousands of emails, and people were exposing her corruptness left and right. And this guy, he had a sign. And it's at the same time that big gorilla got shot in the zoo. Because that little kid fell over the wall. Yeah. He was dragging the kid around. They shot him. The gorilla's name was Harambe. Anyway, he had a sign that said, Hillary lied, Harambe died. I don't know where that picture ever went. But that was the funniest thing. I mean, I got a picture of him. And it was just cool. There was people all over the place. And I remember just hearing him talk and how wild the people went every time he would say something was just, it was crazy. Just how into it everybody there was. Yeah. I remember he goes, we're going to build a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it. And that place was like, I mean, it's insane. Yeah. Everybody just yelled at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
And looking back on that, it's kind of crazy. He actually did a lot of what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, as wild as that sounds, a lot of your politicians, once they get in office, it's like, I'm in here. I don't have to fulfill all these promises I've made. Yeah. But he actually has. But anyway, okay, so it's over. Anything happened between the time, the actual thing into when we was walking out? Because there's another part right here as we're going back to the vehicle.
Well, before that though, I was going to say right quick, so we're waiting in line though. I wanted you guys to know this. Like we said, though, we didn't get to make it in all the way. There were so many people. Right before we got to the gate,
we was next.
We was probably just 5 foot away, and we could see it right there. And then they said, "Guys, we're sorry, you can't."
They reached maximum capacity.
Yeah, maximum capacity. Believe it or not.
Which I'm pretty sure it was 15,000 people that they let in there, and there was easily 5,000 people.
So we kind of went down the side of it. There's this fence around it, and we stood and listened at him for a while, and like we said though, we could see his shadow, and we could hear him talking. You could hear him pretty well.
Oh yeah, you could definitely hear him. And,
so yeah,
it's hard to believe that's 4 years ago. Yeah, I mean it's been over 4 years ago because he was doing rallies, and it's almost election day.
It's been a little over 4 years now, around 4 years, but
So yeah, I remember. So we get turned away at the turn. I mean, we was literally next. I mean, we was one of the next 10 people to go through, and they're like, guys, we're full. We're sorry, you guys can go walk right over here, and you guys can still see him.
And we stood there for a while and listened.
Oh yeah, we stayed till it was over because we watched them drive away.
Yeah,
remember that? And that's this next part I'm about to get into, which might be the funniest part, honestly, of the whole story. Okay, so it's over, and we want to watch them drive by, and there had to have been 10 black limousines. I mean, there were so many limousines, and I'm guessing the reason why they do that is because that way you don't know which one he's in. If someone was to try to do something to harm the president, they don't know which one he's in, which I'm assuming be probably in the middle one. I don't know that for sure. They like all the limousines. They had American flags on them, and they were always decked out in black wheels, black. I mean, everything's black. And it's just, I mean, they were awesome looking limousines. Anyway, they go through, and we watch them pass by. So we go to leave, and whenever we were coming in, there were protesters standing.
I forgot about this.
Yeah.
I forgot about this.
There were protesters standing over there by, kind of like in the parking lot area. They didn't come in, which they were peaceful protesters, you know, nobody. And it was, I hate to say this, but like a lot of you, like purple-haired women, that type, feminists, I guess you'd say. And these women over there, and they're hollering, "Trump's a racist! Trump's a racist! Trump is evil!" I mean, they're just saying all this stuff, and it was so funny. I mean, like, it got to the point where it was obnoxious.
Yeah.
I mean, as we was coming in, we heard it for like a good 15, 20 minutes as we were getting in the line. As we're leaving.
I remember that now. We seen them when we walked up, too. Yeah. I forgot about that.
I mean, there's so many people. I mean, it's like herding cattle. I mean, us walking through there. I mean, it looked like, daggone my cattle drive going up the Midwest.
I hadn't thought about that in a long time.
But, I mean, yeah, the thing I was thinking about, like, this story, because I was going to get freshened up on it, and this popped in my head. And it one of the funniest things, it's just the way it was, and this is what I came off with. So we're walking by them protesters, and they're yelling their stuff. Trump's a racist! Trump's evil! I can't remember I remember those two things specifically. And now as we get close to them, there's probably like 15 or 20 of them. And they're holding the signs, you know, dump the Trump and all this and that. And they go by and, you know, they're like, "Trump's a racist." And I'm like, "Huh?" And then they're like, "Trump's a racist." And I'm like, "Huh?" Like, I just kept saying, "Huh?" And like, the more I said, "Huh," like, the louder they got. And finally, they just like, "Get out of here!" Like, start throwing a fit. But every time they'd say something, I'd go, "Huh?" And yeah, they didn't appreciate that whatsoever.
No.
But yeah, and this, just to kind of give you a time frame, the time this rally happened was right around the same time the presidential debate happened, where he said, he told Hillary, the question was brought up, Hillary made the comment, she goes, "Well, I'm just awfully glad that you're not the president of the United States. I think we're awful happy." And he said, "Yeah, you're lucky I'm not the president. If I was, you'd be in jail."
Yeah.
I mean, that's because I remember we got back to the condo, and Mom and Dad's and they were telling them about what happened, and you know how cool it was, and it's the whole story. And then
I'll never forget that.
They're watching on TV, and I don't know if that happened the night before. I almost think it was the night before they had that debate, because they was watching highlights of it, and we just couldn't believe it, because I mean, he just went off on her. I mean, he won that debate. I mean, just off at the emails, the Benghazi scandal. I mean, all that, and he just roasted her. But I remember we getting back, and so that was kind of at the same time that.
Thinking about it, though, really, we was there at this month. I mean, it was more towards the middle of October.
Yeah.
But we used to. They'd always
at the second week, right?
Yeah, they always take vacation in October and come to Florida about then. Just to give you guys an idea. So I mean, it wouldn't. About this time of the year.
Yeah, so we really, you know, it's about the same time as it is this year, actually. Yeah. You know, I didn't put that together earlier. But it's pretty close.
Yeah,
and,
that's what I was thinking.
Just speaking from experience going to that rally, really up until that point, I really did. I was supporting Trump. But I really didn't think he had a chance to win. Just because you see the polls all over the place on TV and they're misconstrued. You don't know if they're actually right or not. But everybody was saying, you know, Trump's behind. Hillary's winning 60% to 20, or she's winning, you know, 71-23. And, you know, and you never knew what was the truth. I never really thought he had a chance to win until I went to that rally. And I saw how many people showed up to a rally. I mean, just the amount of people that were there.
We was overwhelmed
insane.
by that, wasn't we? Like,
yeah.
Our mind was blown at how many people gathered up there. I mean, like, there was... I remember talking to somebody about it. I can't remember. It just popped in my mind. Talking to somebody there, some random person we run into, some guy I think it was, and he was telling us like how many people he'd heard was going to be there or something. I don't know.
It's crazy. But, I mean, and I'm assuming that they got their number from how many people got the vouchers.
Yeah.
Which imagine how many people just showed up and was like, I didn't know you had to have one.
Yeah.
It's like us. Yeah. So, am I forgetting anything? Is there anything else I was
going to say? That's pretty much it, guys.
That's the story.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, though. We figured, you know.
And that'll probably go down as one of the favorite stories I have because it's awesome because we got to see a president in person. That's the first president I've ever seen in person.
Me and you both. I mean, he's probably one of the most famous people in the world right now.
Absolutely. I mean, he's probably the most iconic presidents ever, just because of he wasn't a politician. He was just like a businessman that just decided, I'm going to run for president and fight off the left radicals, you know. So, but hope you guys enjoyed that. I really was excited to tell this story. Hope you guys enjoyed. I wanted to release it right around the time the election was happening, just that way it'd be fresh. It'd be, you know, kind of on topic of what's going on. If you guys enjoyed this, share it. I really appreciate when you guys share the videos. Like the video, helps out the algorithm. That way, whenever you like it, more people see it because YouTube pushes it out there more. And guys, always, you know, 1,000 subscribers is what we're pushing for. And so hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate that. That's probably going to do it, guys. If you guys want to see more story times in the future, drop a like. Let us know. And yeah, that's probably going to do it. So, guys, this video will be out before Election Day. So, just in closing right here, go vote. Go vote no matter what state you're from, especially if you're in like battleground states, like Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida, all those battleground states. Get out and vote because, honestly, your one vote can make all the difference. I mean, it really can. Yeah. And people who say my vote doesn't matter, well, yeah, if everybody had that mentality, they wouldn't matter because nobody would vote. Yeah. It takes one person making a decision, and then whenever everyone does that, it makes a big difference.
Everybody's got the right to vote. So
exactly.
Go vote.
So people have died for you to have that right, so it'd be kind of bad to waste it. So guys, like you guys know, obviously who we voted for, Donald Trump all the way. Stands up for a lot of the core beliefs we believe in. And Joe Biden is probably in his basement right now. So that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. In closing, I'm not going to say all that stuff again. So guys, remember life is too short.
So you might as well laugh today.
We'll see you guys next time.